guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at this undisclosed location and we have the refreshed 2020 Honda CR-V. This one is a top trim. This is a Touring trim level, and we're going to try to help you answer, is this the best compact SUV for the money, going up against some of the main competitors like the Toyota RAV4 and definitely that Mazda CX-5. So this generation of CR-V has been around since 2020. We now are getting some light changes and some different things going on underneath the hood. So let's go ahead, dive into this CR-V and see what's different. Right off the bat, what you're gonna notice is the front fascia has been totally redesigned for 2020. This lower bumper area, they redesigned this flat black section, brought a little bit of chrome trim, starts in the corner, drops all the way down and around. You do have this fake looking vent here, which I am gonna zonk, but I do like the LED fog lamps. Of course, you're gonna get on the Touring trim, full LED in the headlights. I like the chrome addition inside the headlight housing, and then the chrome that starts on this lower section and comes across the whole grille. Gloss black, you have a hexagonal shape on the lower grille area, you drop down, same shape, and then there's that chrome trim that goes all the way across. A little bit of flat black on the lower lip section of the front fascia, but they cleaned it up and they definitely have given it a little bit more of an aggressive look to it. Now, when you go up onto the hood, you'll notice two unique body lines. They start in the corner and then raise as you get towards the windshield. High peaks on the fenders is gonna give you a nice line of sight as you're driving down the road. We come around the corner and guess what? We have a new change for 2020. This is an updated, upgraded wheel. I love the gunmetal gray, metallic gray, little bit of machined aluminum design to it. If you're wondering, well, what is the size of this wheel? You're basically looking at a 19-inch wheel. Really has a great look to it, and 235 on the width, and a nice 55 series sidewall is going to give you a comfortable ride as you're going down the road. Now, as we go down the side, you have color matched mirror caps, slim and trim on those LED turn signals, silver chrome trim along the top and the bottom, and some nice brushed aluminum silver up top for the roof rails. You could get crossbars, put your kayak up there. I like the chrome trim along the bottom, especially the little bit of design that they put in that lower sill area. We get back to the rear quarter window, and then out back, you're gonna have a low roof spoiler. And then what I like about the CR-V is just a nice flat back, nothing protruding. You got your CR-V badge, everything clean. Touring, this one has the all-wheel drive. The only thing it doesn't have is a hybrid setup, which we will be reviewing that very soon on Rady's Rides. And then you can see the decorative exhaust tips that they have on both sides. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's powering this CR-V. All right, guys, we got the hood pop. There is a prop rod. I'm not gonna zonk it because I know people have been complaining, but if you think I should zonk it, put it in the comment section. Underneath the hood, one engine choice. The naturally aspirated engine has been tossed into the ocean as a boat anchor. We now have that one engine of a 1.5 liter inline-4 turbocharged engine, 190 horsepower, 179 pound-feet of torque. It's all mated to a CVT transmission. This CR-V, being all-wheel drive, weighs in around 3,500 pounds. It could tow around 1,500 pounds, 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds, top speed 125 miles an hour. What's great is you have a 14-gallon fuel tank that should get you a range of 440 miles. MPGs are looking really good, 28 in the city, 34 on the highway, and if you're wondering, the all-wheel drive option is an additional $1,500. I think it makes sense to kind of just eliminate the other engine, have the one choice with the turbocharged power, and it's nice to have that all-wheel drive capability. I am going to zonk the fact that it could only tow 1,500 pounds, but I guess the good news is if you have a jet ski, a wave runner, or a small trailer, this could get the work done. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the interior and see what the CR-V is bringing to the table. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 Honda CR-V Touring Edition. I know you're at that point where you're like, Joe, I'm in the market for a compact SUV. How much is this one? You're looking at $35,800 MSRP. Let's see what you get for the money. Now, I like at the top of the door panel, you have the simulated stitching. It's all soft touch. You have that faux wood design, which I'm actually digging. It's a darker wood design with the silver trim, really breaks it up. You have more stitch work on the back portion of the door in the middle. Nice armrest with some stitching, flat black on the plate around the lock and window switches, and then a large cubby down there for definitely a couple drinks and about 4 or 5 Twinkies. Now on the dash, same soft material, love the stitch work, a little bit of gloss black, not much, so you don't have to worry about fingerprints. I like the way they brought the wood trim in. 7-inch infotainment system, and I'm telling you, Honda's doing something awesome because there's no glare on the screen whatsoever. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This one does have navigation as well. Of course, touch screen because I am touching it. You do have your volume knob, which everybody could rejoice. I'm very happy they brought this back. Silver trim on the AC vents. Nice position on the start-stop button. AC controls with dual climate, heated seats, but no ventilated seats. And that's gonna be a zonk for me at $35,000. I would like to see ventilated seats. This is gonna control that CVT transmission. You have the ability to shut off that pesky auto start-stop feature. The economy, not economics, you're not in high school, economy button to get better fuel economy. You have electric e-brake. This is all flat black. This controls the CVT, little bit of silver, and then look at this. What they did for 2020, they moved the USB ports, nicely placed, easy to get to. You have a wireless charging pad, 2 cup holders. Here is your Honda key fob. You do have remote start and the ability to pop the rear hatch electrically. Nice little sliding tray here. So what's great is you could put some circus peanuts, maybe even some regular boiled peanuts. Just make sure you have a napkin because they're probably gonna be wet. You slide that back and then look at this. Tons of storage, 3 Musketeers, 100 grand. I don't even know what else, your Butterfingers, I love those, put those in there, Twinkies, fill it up with everything. You got another 12 volt down in there, slide this back. Armrest is great because look at that, it can slide a little bit forward. I love the stitching, lift it up, and you have more storage capability. So that, Honda knows you love snacks and they got you covered. Seats, they look great. They don't look like they're from a compact SUV. They look like they're from a luxury car. Electric assist for the passenger and the driver. Love the stitch work, nice soft supportive material. Sunroof is a nice standard size sunroof with a lighter headliner, and you do have an auto dimming mirror. I just wish it was frameless, so I am gonna zonk that. But overall, tons of space in here. Come on over to the business end. I wanna show you behind the wheel of this CR-V Touring. All right guys, business end, we do have 2 memory settings for the seats, which are great for the driver's side. You have that 10-way positionable seat, which is really wonderful. All of the Honda sensing safety technology to make sure you arrive alive. Steering wheel, I don't know what Honda does, but it doesn't matter what Honda you're in. The steering wheels are great. I love the thickness. The stitch work is nice. I'm not really the biggest fan of these buttons, so I am gonna zonk it. I wish that they had a little bit different material for them, but you do have a heated steering wheel and the ability to change all of what's going on that beautiful TFT display. So you hit info and you can see the plethora of information that we can bring up with your all-wheel drive. You can see the all-wheel drive work. You have your tach, your coolant gauge, and a fuel gauge. Of course, tilt and telescoping, that's kind of common sense at the Touring trim, but plenty of room. Let's check out the back seat area and see how your passengers are gonna be liking this CR-V Touring. Back seat time, I'm loving it already. I've literally sat in this back seat. This is the first time the whole week that I've owned this vehicle for my press fleet vehicle, and it's comfy back here. I like the way the leather goes all the way around. Rear AC, and then thank you Honda, 2 USBs. Loving what's happening here. Look at all, I didn't even move the seats, and I got plenty of leg room, knee room. Only 1 pocket though, so this is gonna have to be loaded up with all the Twizzlers for everybody in the back seat. And if somebody doesn't like Twizzlers, I guess the heck with them. You do have a nice lean to the seat. The seats do not slide or recline, but they're very comfy. And then check that out. Nice armrest. Even though the cup holders aren't the way they should be, you still got plenty of elbow room, which is wonderful. Plenty of headroom. Let's check out that cargo area and see how much room we have back there. All right, guys, most important part of any SUV, that cargo area. We push the button. It's a little on the slow side, but at least it's a consistent speed all the way up. We get to that back area. Look at all that space, even with the seats up. Now, if you want some numbers, I'll give you some hard numbers. 39.2 cubic feet of space with the seat up. You fold the seats down, 75.8 cubic feet of space. Very, very easy to do. So you're just gonna pull the handle and down she goes on one side, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull the handle, and down she goes on the other side. Pretty flat. Now, one thing I want to show off here, which I think is very, very smart, is that first of all, you do get a nice size spare, so you don't have to worry about having your lucky rabbit's foot and saying a prayer if you get a flat and they just give you a can of flat fix, but you actually can move the floor. Look how easy that is. Now you could put something a little bit taller. Is it as flat? No, but you could put something a little bit taller. If you don't have that, it's real simple. Look at this. This is all you need. Bam. The only thing that I don't see that I am gonna zonk back here is there is no USB or a 12 volt. So if you're going tailgating, if you're going camping, if you're making out with somebody and you have a heated blanket and you're cold out, you're not gonna plug it back here. But why don't we go ahead, let's get to the best part. Since we're not making out right now, let's get to the best part. Let's take this CR-V Touring for a spin. All right, guys, we're in the 2020 CR-V Touring Edition. What I love about it is visibility. Visibility out the front is really great. The 8 pillars are spread far apart. Out the back window, nice large rear glass. Side mirrors are great. You got your blind spot monitoring, all that wonderful Honda sensing technology. Easy to get to everything. First thing I always do when I get in this car is hit that button to shut off that pesky auto start stop feature. I may not like the way it looks having the shifter where it's mounted, but it makes sense. It really frees up this area for the wireless charging, the USB. Steering wheel, like I pointed out earlier, is really nice to hold on to, and these seats are very, very comfortable. I do like the work that they put in, especially the 10-way adjustable seat for the driver. Everywhere you touch, it feels very high end in here. I'm actually gonna say it's probably a better feel than in a RAV4 than in, it's better in the CR-V than the RAV4, especially the infotainment system, that navigation, super clear, and everything just makes sense how it's laid out in here. Do a little acceleration test on throttle. You do have simulated gears in the CVT, but it's still a CVT, so you do have that high drone when you do lay the throttle down. Now, I know most people just driving around are never gonna probably push their foot on that throttle more than half, but if you do need to get out of a sticky situation and you do floor it, you do have that high RPM drone. But definitely sitting here in traffic, it's very, very comfortable. I wish there were ventilated seats, especially today. It's a hot day here in sunny Florida. But other than that, armrests are great. Everywhere you touch, it feels nice, quality finish. And like I said, driving in this traffic situation, it at least makes it comfortable for your body. All right, guys, driving down the highway, definitely have plenty of pep out of that inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. CVT on the highway is not a concern. Around town, it is, like I said, it just kind of is not the best driving experience overall, but this CR-V Touring is so comfortable. The all-wheel drive is going to keep you safe, keep you secure, and it has all those great technology pieces there. The wireless charging, plenty of USB charging going on, the navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's a nice environment to travel in for sure. All right, guys, little acceleration here from a dead stop on throttle. Going through those simulated gears around the bend, nice feedback from the front wheel drive setup in here. I have it on my dash showing the display of power with the all-wheel drive system on this Touring trim CR-V, and really just allows you to see very clearly what's up ahead of you, especially in these tight traffic situations. All right, guys, driving down the road here, very, very smooth, very quiet inside, which is nice. And I think that your passengers are going to be just as happy as you are sitting up front. Lots of flexibility in this Touring Edition, but hopefully this gave you a nice overall feel of what this car is all about. we are going to get back to the undisclosed location and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been another wonderful day with a Honda product. I definitely got to thank Davis for allowing me access to this press fleet vehicle. I like the changes that they're bringing to the CR-V. If this is what we could expect with the redesign coming in a couple years, I think this really kind of ties off some of the loose ends and makes this a smart choice if you want to go that compact SUV route. But if it's vehicles like these that you want to see on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee. He's putting in the time. We've been working, filming 12 hours today. So thank you, Tom, for sweating it out with me. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.